Welcome to Pro Thinking. I'm glad you made it. I'm your host, Gizela Kwihangana. We invite you to sit with us on the deeper side of life and encourage you to think about it. We made it to episode 3. So far, I've talked about the way, and I've talked about truth. But none of that really matters if it doesn't change how you actually live. Because it's one thing to think differently, it's another thing to wake up every day and move differently. And that's where this gets real. After everything I've talked about, after stepping away from what wasn't working, after questioning what I believed, I had to figure out how to actually live. Not in theory, not in my head, like in real life. And I'm going to be honest, this part is not as clear as people make it sound. Because once you stop living for other people and you stop just doing whatever feels good, you're left with something quieter. There's less noise, less pressure, but also less direction at first. And that can feel uncomfortable because you're used to being pulled by something. Expectations, fear, desire, approval. Something was always pushing you. And now it's quiet. And in that quiet, you actually have to choose how you're going to live. And that's where I had to slow down. Not to overthink everything, but to be more intentional. Because before I was reacting. Now I had to start choosing. Choosing what I give my time to. Choosing what I allow into my mind. Choosing how I respond to people. Choosing what actually matters. And I realized something simple but important. The way you live your life is made up of small decisions. Not big moments, not some perfect plan, just daily choices. And if those choices are not aligned with something solid, you'll feel it. You'll feel it in your peace, in your focus, even in your relationships. And that's something I started paying attention to. Because for the first time, I wasn't trying to prove anything. I was just living. And that sounds simple, but it wasn't easy. Because I had to learn how to sit with myself without needing distractions, without needing validation, without needing to constantly move. And that's where I started understanding peace differently. You know what I mean? Not as something you chase, but as something you protect. Because peace is not automatic. You can lose it easily. Based on what you allow into your life, the people you stay around, the thoughts you entertain, the habits you build. All of that affects how you live. And I had to become more aware of that. Not in a controlling way, but in a grounded way. Because now I actually cared about how I was living, not just where I was going. And that's a shift a lot of people don't talk about. We focus so much more on the future that we don't pay attention to how we're living right now. But your life is happening right now, not later. And if you're not present in it, you miss it. And I've done that before, trying to get somewhere, trying to become something, and not even experiencing my life while I was in it. And I didn't want to live like that anymore. So in essence, I had no choice but to slow down. And because I slowed down, that meant that I had to become more intentional. And I started building my life differently. Not around pressure, not around performance, but around something that actually holds. And for me, that's where my relationship with God became real. Not in a distant way, not in a performative way, but in a daily way. And how I think, how I move, how I treat people, how I make decisions. It's not separate from my life. It is my life. And it's what keeps me grounded. Because life still happens. Things still go wrong. I still have moments where I don't feel clear. But now, I'm not lost in it. Because I know what I'm standing on. And that changes how you move. It changes how you respond. It changes what you prioritize. And that's what the life really is. It's not about having everything figured out. It's about living in a way that's aligned, even when things are not perfect. And I think a lot of people are looking for something big. Some big moment, some big breakthrough. But most of it is in the small things. Like how you spend your time, what you give your attention to, what you allow to influence you. That's your life. And if you're not intentional about that, it gets shaped for you. So this is what I'll leave you with. You don't need to have everything figured out. But you do need to be honest about how you're living. Because your life is not just where you end up. It's how you get there. You know what I mean? And if you don't pay attention to that, you'll wake up one day and realize you weren't really living. You were just moving. And that's not what I want for you. And it's not what I wanted for myself. So take your time. Be intentional. Pay attention to how you're living, not just where you're going, because that's where real change happens. Thank you for being here. If you've been following this series, listen, I appreciate you. We've talked about the way, the truth, and now the life. And this is something you don't just think about once. You live it out every day. Until next time, keep thinking. That was Pro Thinking. Thanks for thinking with me.